Hello, beautiful. So today, highlighting made easy, simple, doable. That's what we're going to talk about today. But first, a few other things. But first, Lisa de Liguori with Simple Beauty Minerals, clean, effective, natural beauty, and a smaller, more personal beauty brand. That's why we're here. So we are going to talk about highlighting. Before we get into highlighting, I want to do a recap of this trinity that we've been doing, and that is contour, bronzing, and blush, and now highlighting. They all fit together like a little puzzle, and they all are complementary to each other, and it can be very confusing because there's a lot of overlap. So I've helped to clarify. I've done 2 other videos. This is the 3rd video. So you can go back into either YouTube at Simple Beauty Minerals or back here on the Facebook page under the video tab and find those other videos. So contouring, let's start with that and do a quick recap. Contouring is where you are not changing the shape of your face, you are enhancing it, and it's much simpler nowadays. You are going to contour maybe at the base of your hairline and under the cheekbones here, maybe a little on the jawline to help, with the illusion of tightening up the jaw, perhaps under the chin. You can also contour on the sides of the nose and maybe at the tip of the nose. It's just subtle enhancement. Go back and watch the contouring video. Bronzing and contouring get mixed up all the time. Bronzing, so think contouring, think shadows and definition, and bronzing is sunlit, sun-kissed warmth to your face. Bronzing is where the sun hits you. You bronze maybe up here on your temples, you bronze on your nose because isn't that where the sun would hit you first? You bronze maybe on the cheekbones, wherever the sun would kiss you, that's where you're going to apply your bronzer. Go back and watch the bronzing video, which I think was 2 weeks ago, and we touched on blush a little bit there, and blush, simple, easy 2020 blush application. Okay, I cannot say 2020 without feeling very loaded when I say it. Okay, but now highlighting. Okay, so what do I want to say about highlighting before I forget any thoughts that I wanted to say? Highlighting is we want to enhance where the light naturally hits your face. So think about where the light naturally hits your face. It hits up here above your brows. It hits here on your cheekbones. It hits the bridge of your nose. As you move around, this is where light naturally hits. You can I hope you can see that. It hits right here above Cupid's bow. It hits on the chin. That's where we want to highlight. And we want our highlighter to melt into our skin and look beautifully natural. Gone are the days of the Instagram highlighting. I mean, they're not gone. It's still fun. You can still play with it, but feel good knowing that you can also do it really simply and easily, and you are right in there. Okay, so we did our recap of bronzer and contour. I want to show you the swatches that I'm going to feature today for highlighting. And the first one is Satin Shimmer or Satin Sheen. And this is, I love them all, but this is one of my favorites. And I would wear white on a day when I'm going to do swatching. I don't wear white normally anyways, because I make a mess of myself, but Okay, so I'm going to swatch Satin Sheen. Now this has a high degree of sheen. Okay, that is Satin Sheen. That's one we could play. That might be the one that I play with today. Pixie Dust is a beautiful highlighter. It's got some warm tone. It's definitely a warmer tone, and it's a little bit lighter in the sheen department. Okay. And then let's do Ballet Slipper, because Ballet Slipper is the same as Pixie Dust, only Ballet Slipper has a rose tone to it. Okay. Trying to figure out how to give you the best view. Okay. So that's Ballet Slipper. It doesn't go on that pink. You could wear Pixie Dust and Ballet Slipper over your entire face for a very subtle glow. I would not do that with Satin Sheen, but I just wanted you to know that there's that type of highlight. It's just a very youthful radiance, but you can also use it as spot highlighting. Okay, now There is also Silk Splendor. It's a finish powder, and it's a little like Ballet Slipper and Pixie Dust in the sense that you can wear it all over the face or just spot highlighting. It's flesh tone, but it has a subtle shimmer that's right above the Ballet Slipper. Okay, we are gonna do two more. Might do more. I'm gonna do Bliss. Now, Bliss is an eyeshadow, and if you've been around and watched me for a while and hung out with me, you know that I use Bliss a lot, not only as an eyeshadow, but as a highlighter. So Bliss is like a blush, a soft beige with a rose cast to it. Okay, there's Bliss. So lots of options for highlighting. And right after this, we're going to get into where to apply and how to apply it. Now, how about Goddess Glimmer? Goddess Glimmer is a copper, rosy copper. Gorgeous. That's great over the cheekbones and the temples. Okay, so we have quite a few selections. And if you were around last holiday, you may have also gotten the little pots of cream highlight. There was a gold one and a lavender purple, and those are great. You can use these in the same way that we're talking about, but they are a cream base. Also, we can highlight without shimmer, and we're going to go over that too. Okay, so there we have the different, I'm going to wipe that off before I get it all over my white self, the different highlight shades. Okay, and we're going to be thinking about where the natural light hits our face as we move, and that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to highlight. Now, applicators, they run the gamut. So I suggest that you have a smaller, fluffy applicator like this one, which I do sell in the shop, the large, fluffy eye shading brush. I use this for highlighting on my nose, okay? And then this is a lovely highlighter brush, the big fluffy powder brush for other areas. And let's do that now, because you know what I'm going to do first? I'm actually going to do the non-shimmer highlighting first. And you can do that with a foundation that is a couple of shades lighter, a liquid foundation that is a couple of shades lighter than your skin tone, or a concealer that is a couple of shades lighter. You can do a liquid or a powder of either one. I'm going to take my powder in Fair. Okay, I'll swatch it. This is Fair Concealer, and it is lighter than my skin tone, so I'm going to show you that. You would choose one that was about 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. All right, we're highlighting. I'm going to do a non-shimmer highlight. I love shimmer, so normally that's what I would do. And you can go right here. We'll just do this for now. This is a great place to highlight with either a liquid or a powder, whatever you prefer, couple of shades lighter than your skin tone. Okay, so it enhances the light. Just right there. We'll just do that spot for now with the non-shimmer. You could continue down your nose. You could do all the spots I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so that was all the preliminary. Here's the simple, easy part. You're going to take your applicator. I'm going to use Satin Sheen today. I'm going to dip my brush in, tap off excess because I can always go back and get more. That's easier. Let me get my mirror in place. Now, I'm going to start, I call this the C area. So temple and then right into the, above the cheekbone. And that's all I do. And I have everything else done. This is the last thing I'm going to do. Now, I can do that. And then I can take a blending sponge, but I can also take my fingers and press it in. And so I can already see that the light is hitting me much more beautifully there. And I'm patting it in so it melts into my skin. Okay, now the other place is down the nose. So I'm going to take this fluffy, smaller brush. I'm going to take Satin Sheen, and I'm going to go right down the bridge of my nose. And I can go here too. And I could go the tip of my nose. Okay, last thing I'm doing. So all I've done is the C, and we'll do the other side too. The bridge and the tip. And then I can just press it in so it melds right into my skin. Now I can also take How about a little bit in the Cupid's bow? Right there. Just gonna pat and then press, okay? How about the chin? Did I miss anything? Chin. And then pressing in. So it becomes one with my skin. Let's do the other side. I'm gonna use the bigger brush. Okay. There. Now I'm just going to, again, you could take a sponge applicator, but I like to press in with my fingers. All right, let me make sure I didn't miss any spots. Don't think I did. Down the center of nose, tip of nose, Cupid's bow, chin. Ah, I did. Eyes. I talk about Bliss a lot, or Pashmina, or Champagne, where you want to highlight. The other place the sun naturally hits is under your brows and the inner corner here. We want to lighten that up. So I'm going to take Bliss. I'm going to take a different brush. I'm going to take my eye shading brush. I'm going to dip Bliss in. Okay. And I'm going to go right under the brow. Now, you don't have to use shimmer. You can use a light, you know, like a Whisper or a Simple Basics or Pashmina. Depending on your coloring and what you like, you can go matte. So Whisper and Simple Basics would be good for that. And right under the brow, right under the brow. I'm also going to go into that inner tear duct area, not inside, but just where it gets dark. All of us, we just tend to get dark in there. So I'm just going to put my hair back. There we go. So I'm taking Bliss. That's the color I'm choosing today, but whatever light color you would like to open up, brighten up that area. And you don't have to do all these spots, just what you want, just the areas that you think would be fun. You can do this with liquid, cream, powder. If you've listened to our podcast, Linda Walden and my podcast, Living Visibly Over 50, just yesterday, the newest episode 6 came out, and it's on beauty trends. And the beauty trend is, for highlighting, is dewy. And so you can tell this powder look does give you a dewy look. You can also use a cream or a liquid, and I am playing with some different textures and colors for a liquid highlighter for fun. So we'll see how what I come up with. I'll keep you posted. Also wearing the eyelashes that I'm testing out. I'm liking them very much, and they're comfortable, and they're staying on, so this is all good. So those are the highlights. That's just really simple. We want to, just to recap, you want to touch where the light naturally hits your face as you move. So this C area here, temples and cheekbones, down the nose, maybe the tip of the nose, the Cupid's bow, the chin. If you want to do all those spots, you get to choose. Play with highlighting and have fun with it. Makeup, it comes off at night, so super simple. All right, thanks for being with me on YouTube. Hit subscribe down below. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.